If I ever need stuff or anything, I can get infinite. Well, it's time to sort this necromancer out once and for all. You ready? Taking a break from my Hippocratic oath for a spell. Let's go do some harm. Egg, yeah. It's go time. The Necromancer's Tower. The most evil building in the history of... Why is it made of bones? That's terrifying. What else would a Necromancer's Tower be made out of? I mean... I guess. Stone? Skull above the door screams, "Password! Abracadabra!" It's my turn. Some strange, undecipherable runes. If only I read Nex-Mex. Fountain of blood. Nothing weird about that. Why would I drink that? Oh. Oh, no. You're definitely not getting past these without a fight. It's go time! Time for me to use my 8 skills. That are definitely super important and worth using. Here. Blam! Oh no. No, my bean golem. If only I had upgraded him. Single-handed defeat all 8. Hey! Sorry, I mean you single-handed defeat all 9 of those skeletons. Some strange, undecipherable runes. Eh! The big old pillar of skulls blocking your path. There's bound to be one of these somewhere. Excuse me, fellas, I need to get past. The gulls hiss and chitter and giggle at you. Is that a no? Carefully inspect the pillar of skulls, grab one near the bottom by his eye sockets, and yank it. The entire stack collapses like a grocery store soup can pyramid in a zany sitcom. Dismayed, the skulls scuttle and roll away to hide in the walls. Take that. I assume if I read all the necromancer stuff, I'd be able to read that. Oh! These 2 skeletons have their names written on their foreheads, so they won't forget them. Actually, wait, maybe they have the other one's name. Well, time to go! Saint Beefus, is that you? Blam! You missed! Pow! With a thump and smash, the 2 behemoths fall. I assume if I had necromancy, I'd probably be read all of these. Like, yeah, they're actually really nice if you get to know them. Oh well. Oh. Well. I guess it's you. You approach the throne and the wizard husks sitting on it. Unbelievable. All the killing, the horror, and this is the culprit. He tries to speak to you, but all that comes out is dust. I'm guessing if I read all the Nex-Mex, I could understand what he's saying. But unfortunately, I chose Doc Alice. Which, I will say, very much regret. And I think I'm going to do another playthrough of this game with Susie and with hard mode. Because I very much regret not being able to have Nex-Mex. You want to do the honors? My pleasure. Racks her shotgun, gives the wretched mummy both barrels. He explodes into dust, which dissipates with a sad whisper. Ain't that you old bastard? That's for Elliot. How's it feel? better. Much better. Well, now what? What do you mean? What's you came to do? Heading back? Oh, nah. You ain't getting rid of me that easy. You're my only patient, and you're under doctor's orders till we get to wherever you're headed. Glad to hear it, Doc. Just get out of here. An evil, evil throne. Well, I did it. Goodbye. Time to go. Well, no one's looking. Found the blood. Well, it's delicious. It's like meaty Kool-Aid. Wow. Oh, my stomach. Oh. Ran to horses, +1 speed. You really like horses, and horses really like you. Makes the horse inside you shine out. Dark-blooded. Your vitality has been boosted by some blood you drank from a fountain of blood. This is probably totally safe and good. It was delicious, but no need to be greedy. Gross. Well, I guess that's that. Thanks, Dragon. Couldn't ever put a stop to that monster without your help. I ain't one for sentimental words, but it means a whole lot to me. Don't mention it, Doc. I wouldn't have got this far without you either. Still a ways to Frisco, though. You in for the rest of the haul? As opposed to what? Go back to boring screens and dole out cold medicine for the rest of my life? Nah, hardly. Alright, am I forgetting anything? Nope. Much obliged. Alright. About the word of the character, when the cutscene is over, you can be right here. Alright, what did we got? Some folks say endings don't matter. But other folks, they like to know how things turn out, the consequences of their actions, like. What, the trains running again, Frisco thrived. People came from all over to seek their fortunes. Thanks to you, they didn't have to do it while on fire, because some cow attacked their wagon. With his opulent golden crown, Emperor Norton ushered in an age of unprecedented prosperity in Frisco. Despite the warnings of his civil engineers, Norton ordered the construction of a palatial city hall with a solid gold rotunda. Wow. Dissatisfied with the thought of returning to her old life in Bourne Springs, Doc Alice opened a free clinic in Frisco and lived out the rest of her days as a practicing doctor. Frisco's loose moral atmosphere and the opening of a mercury mine a ways down the peninsula meant she stayed too busy to worry much most days. The clinic was so important to Frisco's eventual counterculture movement that a popular song was written about it. The refrain was, "You can get rid of anything you want at Alice's clinic." Well, well, well. Free clinic. Oh, that's the Crazy Man dance. Isn't that nice? Gun Manor never reopened. Ghosts roamed its halls for centuries, deprived of a reckoning. Oh, yeah, I should probably do that. I don't know if it's any different in hard mode, though, but, After she finished getting the bakery boys up and running, Lewis moved to Frisco and opened her own shop specializing in artisanal breads and pies. Luis moved to Frisco. Very nice. Thanks to your assistance, Hobart Buppet got the photography bug. Or should we say the photography owl? Anyway, he opened an art gallery so the citizens of Frisco would never again have to suffer from the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. Isn't that nice? Photography. Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His cult fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. His growth was entirely due to word of mouth, because the first rule of Kurtzfit is that you cannot stop talking about Kurtzfit. Kurtz till it hurts. No Kurtz pain. No Kurt's gain. The musicians you sent to Dirtwater formed a band called Wasco and the Pufferfish. Had a few hits, but mostly faded into obscurity. Though you'd occasionally hear Wasco in a radio ad years later. Yeah, I only got 4 of them. There's definitely at least one more. Nice. Buffalo Bill retired from the killing trade and made a killing opening up a restaurant in Frisco. Buffalo, wild wings. Nice, nice, nice. You solved 6 of Redwood's problems. With the increase in morale in civic services, they were able to clear the weeds from the road and fix the well and the broken hitching post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint, refresh the facade on the buttery biscuit, and add a second story to the bunkhouse. Horse is still drunk, though. Nice. Olive Garden and Cactus Bill lived happily ever after. A wandering band of goblins found that El Vibrato weather machine you unearthed and formed a cult around it. Due to the increased rainfall, both Olive's garden and her marriage were extremely prolific. Oh, that's nice. They had kids! Both human and cactus. Oh, that's nice. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without incident, accident, scandal, or allegation for many years. Alright. You won 4 of the reenactment scenarios at Fort Memoriam. They still talk about you. Remember when that dragon fella came through here? Yeah, he was really, really good at this game. You have any more root beer? Ah, Memoriam. I get it. With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, hooey! Dirtwater became, relatively speaking, a thriving metropolis. Thanks to your effort as a commerce ambassador and all-around helpful stranger, the once sleepy town became a shining oasis in a barren land. Every man, woman, and child in the town knew your name. They even put up a little plaque with your name on it in your old room at the Jewel. Nice, nice, nice. Who's the wizard? I hear guns, which is dangerous. Look at that. Ain't that nice? As for you, your adventure, after your adventure, you settled in Frisco and bought a very long, very narrow house. Filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left home, you told Rufus you wanted to help people. Over the course of your adventure, you helped 67 people. So close! You weren't whistling Dixie when you declared your intentions. If you'd been Catholic, they definitely would have sated you if you'd asked. But you wouldn't have asked, because you wouldn't want to be any trouble. Gun safe, an owl skeleton, couple of hats. There's a lot of hats I did not get. A map, a couple of stoves with my magic bean stove and bean rack, a pie safe, the infinite flower, some stuff. I got my own mirror and my own toilet, and it's nice. Infinite buffalo bones. Where's my infinite sarsaparilla? Unfortunate. A lot of books though. I feel like there could have been so many more hats here. I got the yeast hat, the vibrato hat, and the hippie hat. There's so many other hats I had though. I guess a lot of them didn't matter. In 1906, all of the remaining cows in the west were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. They thundered east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd. Led by the infernal sadist Duke Bovicus, the cow army thundered east toward Dirtwater. Still not sure how to stop this. Fortunately, a gang of rodeo clowns swept in at the last minute and slaughtered the herd just before it reached Dirtwater. Unfortunately, all the townsfolk of Dirtwater had a hard time sleeping for pretty much the rest of their lives. Seriously, it was a grisly sight. Thanks to your cleverness, the world is not destroyed 420 years later. On the contrary, it remains undestroyed for millennia. Future generations don't know that they should thank you, but they definitely should. 420 years from 1900, huh? So that's what, 2200-ish? 2300, 2400, give or take? 420, nice. Sick. I had no idea that turning those on was important. Also, good thing too, because I was going to switch them off. I was going to turn them into something else because they might be important. Turns out it's important that I left it on. Whoops. I accidentally my way into Messiah. Nice. Thanks for playing. Credits of Loathed. Nice. Still great. Mr. Lieutenant Time Bonkers. Still great. Chelsea Greenwood, whistling. Duncan Robson, trailers. Dan Bob, Superhuman QA. Nice. Special thanks to all you beautiful people, and to everyone who made the Nintendo Switch port happen. Much appreciated. And everyone else at Nintendo too. All the folks at Indie Mega Booth, but in particular, Kelly Wallach, Jess Floyd, Christopher Floyd, and Eric John. All our families and friends that we've missed so much the past few years. Everyone who played the demo at PAX, Indiecade, etc., and gave us your great feedback. Thanks to the beta testers. The end. Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice, everybody?